Hello, Coach Travis here with another calculus video. So alright, in this video is about exponential functions, and in particular we want to evaluate exponential functions. So what we got here, so this isn't really such a big deal, it's kind of just an exercise in do you understand function notation, and do you understand the basic rules of exponents? So alright, so we got this function here, f of x is equal to 2 raised to the x minus 4, and this is an exponential function. If I look at, the variable is in the exponent, and everything else is a constant. And then we want to know what is f of 2 in fraction form. Or basically it's saying find f of 2 and simplify it. So all right, let's just do that. So we've got that. Let's see. Well, let's just plug it in. So f of 2 is gonna be, okay, so I have a 2. There's too many 2's in this problem. The 2 is the base, and then everywhere I see an x, I'm going to replace it by 2, and then we've got the minus 4. And so, okay, so then 2 minus 4 makes a negative 2. So that's 2 to the negative 2. And in some sense, that's the correct answer, but they say they want us to put it in fraction form. And so you have to remember about properties of exponents that say, oh yeah, when you have a negative exponent, that means I can turn it into a positive exponent. So the negative 2 turns into a positive 2, but it gets put in the denominator of the phrase. It gets flipped, essentially. And oh, and now we can see, oh, well, 2 squared is 4. So the answer to this question is 1/4. Okay, now let's try another one here. So this time we've got that f of x is equal to 2 times 5 to the x minus 1. All right, another exponential function. And we want to evaluate f of 3 without using a calculator. Okay, so I mean, this is pretty much just like the last problem. So we've got f of 3. This one's a little bit nicer because we don't have 2's all over the place. So we have 2, and that gets multiplied by 5 to the, okay, so the x gets replaced by 3, and then we subtract 1, because that it says to subtract 1. And you might note, hey Travis, you didn't put parentheses, whereas the problem put parentheses around the 5, but you didn't put parentheses around the 5. And is that okay? And the answer is yeah, this is okay, because remember the order of operations say that exponents always go first. So sort of what I did, essentially what's happening here is the reason the parentheses are there is to indicate that the 2 is getting multiplied by the 5. The 2 is not being affected by the exponent. And I chose to write it, instead of using parentheses, I just chose to use a multiplication symbol. So exponents always go first. So this is going to be 2 times 5. 3 minus 1 makes 2. And again, like I said, exponents always go first. So I have to raise 5 to the second power, and I get 25. And then it's not too hard to see then that that's equal to 50. So the answer to this question would be 50.